on this dual lane offlane. There's so many options for him.
I'm a very happy caster because I just got an S4 Clockwork, and it's been a very long time since we've seen him playing Clockwork, and he is an insane Clockwork player, S4.
At the same time, though, like, I'm hoping he had himself some of the good juice, because after game number 1, I'm fairly certain that S4 is not too happy with his performance. And that was his hero. Like, he's known as the son of Magnus, and that went horribly, horribly wrong. And now his role as a Clockwork, hoping to redeem himself.
Looks like he's actually going offlane this game, and Fly is going to be taking the mid role as the Alchemist.
Nice item set from Big Daddy. That looks beautiful. Anyway, that's not looking good as cosmetics. So checking out all our lanes, we're not going to be having formerly known as Fly Simba taking up the role as the Razor. It'll be Kuro on the safe lane with the boots first Razor. We'll have Naga Siren roaming and supporting as the Naga Siren. The middle lane will actually be an Alchemist Core here, going for a bottle rush as him, and that puts Puppey here to the off lane to stake 1 creep for now, but he'll be prepping himself up for S4. VG Gaming is iceiceice's Timbersaw going towards the off lane, this time hopefully bug-free. Super will be the Brewmaster in towards the middle lane, not going for a full bottle rush, picked up a stout shield as well just to help him out in the early stages. FY Sand King with boots first, so no surprise here from the VG Gaming boys, and they are going to come down and contest this top rune already. Ooh, that's actually quite dangerous. With that cog position, they could have even pushed him up on top of the hill.
Good call by S4. He knows the timing, and now he just got it.
Ice. This is not where he wants to be. He'll chain away.
Black is playing anti-mage. This is really his trademark hero. Like, he loves that hero, and rightly so. He's one of the best anti-mage player. And we've seen on the mid lane, so we have an Alchemist versus Panda, and Alchemist actually really missed the creep block, so it's going to be a very good lane for Super, I think, at first. But yet again, Alchemist mid, well, this is what, like, he's going to do this for 10 minutes. He's just going to spam acid spray, Panda's going to spam the claps. Very even matchup.
Yeah, no one should really get the advantage here, because once they're both running bottles as well, all the regeneration goes through the roof. As you notice too, the Puppey isn't going into his jungle. He's staying up here with S4 to try and be part of the lane.
This is very interesting because they can deny so much XP, and what S4 can actually do, if he knows the timing, is actually block the pull camp with the rocket. And that actually works. If you time it perfectly, you can block the pull camp and just deny with the Enigma, and there's nothing your opponent can do. You just push the lane to your tower and farm there. So anti-mage is going to be heavily out-farmed if that actually happens.
Yeah. For now though, we leveled up the cogs instead. And you've already got FY doing his pull over, so sure, Anti-Mage may lose control of the wave, but it's not going to stop FY until S4 does something like this. Grab the creep wave, pull it back down again. But FY knows once he hits the up into level 3, his Sandstorm will allow him to do all the kind of farming in the world.
Yeah. With that lane, S4 is also not going to be able to actually stack as much as he would want to. So they will also deny some farm and XP on the Sand King as well as on the anti-mage. So that's a really good decision from Puppey to actually rotate. And you can see that he's rotating to the jungle now. He just wanted to make sure that S4 gets a good start so he can actually try to fight them 1 versus 3 if they try to dive him. Yeah.
Super's finally got his bottle coming out. I say finally, we're not even 2 minutes in. But he needed that desperately. He was just so low. But this also means now he cannot contest with the 2-minute rune.
Yeah.
We've already got the Alchemist. Well, he was heading up north. But I think he's realized too, he kind of needs to throw an acid spray down to keep this pressure up.
Yeah,
it's really weird. Okay, so F5 will take the invis. And the bounty is taken by Big Daddy, so they actually both don't get runes for that mid lane.
It looks like he was aware, Fly, because he got the chick ready to actually bottle chick right now, not bottle pro, and you can see the pressure from Clockwork on anti-mage. It's actually quite huge.
Fire strike, FY. He actually chased down the courier just then. Now he lost his life for that, but he killed off the bottle courier, so the first blood does get split, but right now, I'm actually almost thinking that's worth it because it gives Super an advantage here in the middle lane.
It is.
And not to mention, it's worth a large amount of gold to pick up these couriers.
It's really big play from FY actually. And really, like, ballsy play to go there under the tower.
He just made the most out of it. He saw the courier, he saw it had it, so he just bar strike down so he could reach it.
Yeah, very nice.
And the Invis really let him set up for it all.
So Puppey right now is trying to catch up. I mean, he spent some time on the off lane, which he got a bit of a slow start on the Enigma. We could see the last game he was like level 8, minute 8, which is a huge farm, solo farm basically. So this time around he's going to be a bit slower when it comes to farming.
Well, I'm interested to see how much pressure Secret S4 is going to have in this game. Like, when you think about it, what is this initiation really going to achieve? The 3 cores from VG Gaming, you got one that's capable of blinking out, depending on timing of battery assault, of course. You got another one who may also try and Timberchain, but also battery assault could cause a lot of problems to that. And you got a Brewmaster split there too. So the 3 cores of VG Gaming, are they really the primary targets here? Or is he meant to be looking for the SK and the Light?
Yeah, definitely. He has to be looking for the supports. I mean, he's not going to be annoying to Black unless they want to like change time and kill him, but that's never going to happen almost. He has to catch the Lion. That's the main priority, and if he can cancel the epicenter into dagger of the Sand King with a rocket or a clever clutch hook shot, that could be great. So he will be the... He will, let's say, he will forbid a very good setup, stuns and epicenter from VG Gaming.
This top lane is spending most of his time over on the side right now. S4 and Big Daddy have been trying to contest it for the last last minute or two. But FY, he's still only level 2.
Yeah,
he needs to get that 3rd level.
He couldn't do what he wanted. He got 1 stack off of his jungle, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah. This Timbersaw still having himself like a half-decent time on the offlane. 14-1 up against a 23-8. Obviously, Kuro's going to get a little bit more of an advantage here, especially with Timbersaw spending a lot of time rotating around the lanes. But this is the kind of Razor which we want to see in game number 1.
Yeah.
The one which actually has fun is this front tank on the lines and can do a lot like of problematic movement. Looks like top lane Black and stare over on him. He's just got a lot of stick charges up his sleeve though, so just blink himself away. FY, you're even going to burrow strike to try and get rid of this wave as quickly as they can. S4, he's just going to get blasted up by the Satyr in the little neutral camp. But it's not low enough to really cause any kind of major problems.
Yeah.
And we've still got Puppey. We forget about this guy. He's actually had a very slow rotation. Like, actually, look, he's only 4.5 levels, 5 minutes in.
That's not that big, but now he has the scoring. His farm is gonna skyrocket right now, so I think he's gonna be okay. It's not that bad of a slot, and he actually gave S4 a lot of space top. S4 has close to 20 CS, which is almost the same as like the Timbersaw. So, and he had a way tougher lane to face. So I think it's okay what Puppey did early on. He gave S4 a good start.
So he just sacrificed himself a little bit. Now middle lane.
Kill him.
They trigger the illusion rune. They get the hell out.
Good decision. Alchemist tanks a lot in ulti farm, obviously. So
yeah,
good decision not to go for it. They had the primal split ready, but it was a very risky choice.
To blow a primal split to try and kill off a chemically rationed up Alchemist. If that failed, then you just end up wasting your split.
Yeah.
And right now, VG Gaming, they know that their time for initiation will come later. When Super's able to finish up that Blink Dagger of his, then he's able to make the space, and Black will just keep farming. Because right now, there is one thing, like you could say head-to-head on the farm, but I'm seeing triple stacks coming up inside the Radiant jungle, inside the Dire Side jungle, and you've got 2 levels over on that Sand King for his Sandstorm.
Yeah, he's gonna have a dagger by minute 10. It's gonna be a bit slower than the last game, but he's gonna have it at a really decent timing, and it's not gonna hurt VG Gaming at all. They're gonna be ready to fight whenever they need to. So, and again, Secret's lineup is very greedy, and they need time. They need Naga Sleep, they need Mech on Enigma, they need many items to actually try to take 5 versus 5s. They have great mid-game potential, but it's not a very good early game lineup. It's very mid-game oriented.
iceiceice will return himself down his bottom lane again, and Kuro trying to force him back out, realizes when he Timber Chains in, he's able to get some good static link timing off. Yeah. That only helps him for CS right now. Not much more than that. iceiceice, if he ever wants to farm, he'll just use Welding Death anyway.
The weakest lane for Secret right now is that Razor bottom. I mean, I know Razor is very tanky in the mid game, etc. But right now he's a free kid. He has 700 HP. You have a Timbersaw that can actually burst him down alone. All they need is a Hex, a stun, a clap, whatever spell that can slow or
top lane, they might have a crack at S4 right now. They already start off with a stun, follow up Hex. They can't burn enough mana out of him. The Mana Void is available from Black. Actually, he has cancelled off the south. That last attack from Fenrir followed him into the tree line. So S4 doesn't really have a lot of life points to stay on this top lane, and Black, a Mana Void, a Blink 1 attacking. I think that's actually almost enough to get a kill there.
Yeah, it's good harassment. I'm not sure it could have killed him because of the mana pool of Clockwork is actually really low. So even if he's out of mana, he still has it's not even 200 damage.
There's troubles for iceiceice on bottom lane. The smoke's going to break on Puppey, and all he wants is the Malphus. It's going to interrupt the Timber Chain. He actually chains in between the stuns. The Plasma Field will still connect. He's got nowhere to cut through until the Midnight Pulse goes, and then chains over to the other side. TP's out.
What a play.
iceiceice, he tried to do this back on day 1 of ESL 1. And he couldn't do it because they caught him just at the last moment and got him to kill him off before he could chain himself up. But in this case, perfectly executed, and he gets away from a smoke gang.
Very nice play. Puppy was like, should I black hole this or not? And it was very early to black hole as well, because if you waste your only lockdown and then he doesn't die, then you waste the black hole. I'm not sure black holing, as I said, is actually the right decision here. So anyway, very good play from iceiceice to escape. Many players would have died on that move.
He's able to cut himself free, and then defends the bottom lane now. He's up to level 7. That means, of course, he's got his chakram available, and that cleans up most of the creep wave. Even if they do try and plasma field down the creep wave themselves, Secret hitting into these towers just doesn't seem to be ready yet, and the blink dagger's up for Super.
Yeah, that's...
So we have 8-minute 40 blink dagger for him, and we've got FY. Unfortunately for FY, he found mud golems, so he can't farm them up with his own sandstorm. In fact, he's got double mud golems.
That's very sad.
Oh, poor guy.
It happens.
Maybe, well, the ultimate insult would be if it's like double mud golems that are about to stack up right now on him, and it's nope, no, he gets ogres. He gets ogres.
He deserves them.
Yeah.
Well, right now this is Vici Gaming's time to shine. They can let anti-mage versus any hero, basically. Okay, maybe not versus Razor, but I don't think Hiroki wants to go on the offlane, so he's gonna be able to actually farm safely versus the Clockwork. Meanwhile, like the 4 others with the 2 blink daggers coming up in about 30 seconds for FY can just go for roaming kills and actually pressure a lot Secret. They need to create space for Black so he can get Battle Fury and then farm. Because one thing Secret doesn't have is actually ganking potential on the anti-mage early on. They have no lockdown almost. They need to get in range, like melee range, with the Enigma to actually black hole that guy. But it's very difficult to do so if Black is aware of what's going on.
Well, the only other way around is what blink daggering in on an Enigma. Hook shot in from the Clockwork. Looks like actually Timbersaw catching out iceiceice in the tree line.
iceiceice is playing so well. I mean, they are giving him the best lanes every time. Like, he has Omni Knight anti-mage to face up against, which is quite easy. This time around, he has Naga Razor. I mean, it's an okay lane, but how do you force back the Timbersaw out of experience? You just can't, because you have no killing potential on that guy. So, great play from iceiceice. Getting a solo kill on Enigma in the jungle, like, that's really not to be expected. And now he is level 8. Level 8.5, almost level 9, man. That's the solo mid XP.
Yep. And the more momentum he's going to get on this, like, the quicker that Bloodstone's going to come. Now, of course, with the change-up in the build, he goes Soul Ring into the Timbersaw to start with, before going into the Bloodstone for the rework of it. And the double Blink Daggers are up and running. They smoke and bottle and go. They want, it looks like they're going to try and pound Kuro, if potentially there. You could also have a crack over towards Simba. But the easiest target is just the ones who are primarily visible. Even the Courier speeding himself away as quick as they can. They're leaving the aggressive Observer Ward behind, so you know about any kind of extra rotation coming their way.
Kuro's dead.
Yeah, he's up way too far. He's up way too far now.
It's a bit of a mistake because everybody's missing. I mean, the Panda is missing from the mid lane, and suddenly there's no run timing, it's minute 11, and suddenly their solo mid is missing, so he's up to something. I'm really surprised Kuro didn't go back, or nothing was prepared to actually counter-initiate. It's very, I don't want to say sloppy play, but it's just lack of map awareness right here. It was a very obvious move by Vici Gaming, to be honest. Like, why would suddenly Panda miss? Like, he just got the blink, there's no rune, and he misses.
Yeah,
it's a gank.
Maybe it's also like him just tunnel visioning for farm.
Maybe.
One of those things where the supports didn't really 100% flag the fact it was happening.
Yeah, and they did not even use the Primal Split. They might even get the tower without that, like just pressuring, forcing TPs. You could see FY, he knows it's so hard for Team Secret to actually catch him, so he just, you know...
iceiceice, good hook shot! In from his floor, he caught 2 inside this one. Fenrir trying to help out his teammate. It won't be enough now. He's there on iceiceice. He does have chain, and he'll pull himself away into a TP. He's gonna, no! He doesn't get out in time. Kuro might have been picked up, but he'll get a double kill and return up against VG.
Very nice hook shot from S4. Easy double kills. It's so hard to catch the Sand King.
They might get more. Big Daddy, he gets the ensnare. He keeps Fenrir away from the Secret. S4's going to take the regeneration, or is a double stun to Kuro and Puppy, but Fenrir, he won't escape. The concoction stun comes in, and Clockwork will take the kill. So 3 in total are the deaths for Vici Gaming on this offlane. But Black is still well on his way. He's actually already picked up the Claymore. He's almost finished his Battle Fury like 13, 14 minutes in, and this is with the treads as well. It's
a very good timing, and that was really very, like a lot of overconfidence, I feel like, from Vici Gaming. Just FY being behind the tower, using the stun to farm the creeps. Come on, like you're really underrating Secret right now.
Ooh, S4. That's a blink to burrow right there. Yeah, Super just wants, blink, burrow, blink, clap, drunk the brawl in from even the start. Yeah. They'll cog him together, but there's no way out of that.
He had to try it, but anyway, it's a lot of damage. TP in from Razor, they want to defend the tower. They poke FY, but there's no way they're going to get him.
I think FY wants to go again.
really wonder what Kuro wants to get as the Razor. It's obviously not a mech because Enigma looks to be getting it. He has the Hydra already, unless it's a pipe again. But I do think
he kind of has to go BKB in this game. There's no other choice, because if he doesn't, then the Lion's going to completely control him. Same with the SK, and the initiation will work every single time.
That's true. They have so much magical damage. Like SK, Panda, Lion.
Bottom lane. They're going to go on iceiceice again. Puppey, he's going to commit the black hole. He got the conversions up. S4, he might have just point blank range hook shot him, but yeah, no, he holds him in with just the cogs and battery assault instead.
He was just waiting for the Timbersaw animation to hook shot. Like, great play, patience from S4. Good kill. Like, Puppey, it's always worth it to commit the black hole on such a kill. I mean, Timbersaw is huge that game. He's level 9, almost level 10. That's a lot of XP to get on the Enigma and the Clockwork. So, worth it every day to black hole the Timbersaw.
Yep.
Looks like Super as well as Fenrir are going to come for some kind of revenge kill. The Finger of Death is up and running for Fenrir, so we have to take into account this burst damage.
Puppey's really fat, to be honest. He has a mech and an Orc Club if he wants to.
S4's dead.
In the boots.
S4 is so dead. Actually, then again, he pushes out Super with the cogs. Fenrir with a follow-up hex, then the blink of the clamp. They just Finger of Death and down S4 trying to hook himself up, and he's away. Puppey moved into a good position so he can just bail out here, but iceiceice, he doesn't want to be done with this yet. That's a 4-level Timber Chain. He's got one tree on the side, Chakra, the Malphus from Puppey, making it impossible to get the perfect Chakra off. Chains down again, he got stunned up by the Malphus. Halfway through the pull, the middle lane still battling up to it. Simper up against Super with the extra stun. The S4 keeps on the run, the cogs making it so difficult. Chain up, he is just chasing this so deep. Bottle charges, Arcane boots, Shakraman Chain, he just runs in point blank for the Whirling Death. There is no escape for him. Up on top lane now, FY, Blink Burrow into Kuro, Black, they go for the epicenter, Maleficent again. Puppey is everywhere, same with Big Daddy. They don't have Black Hole available, so FY and Black will have to be sung. But at the same time, Super and Fenrir, they're also not done. Primal Split is available. He wants to clamp before splitting, and there it goes. Slows down Kuro. Slows down Big Daddy. They're stun on the Kuro. They're sent up into the air on the Naga Siren with a follow-up stun from Fenrir. They're making sure Kuro doesn't get anywhere. The particle damage will still be there. Dropping the 2 supports rather low. The Maleficent into Fenrir is not going to help him survive this, especially when the rockets come in. It'll allow Enigma to get that last hit off. The Alchemist also here. FY blinks at the tree line, away inside the sandstorm, and he's away to safety.
He got Super in the hook shot.
Is there a way out of here? No, there's not. There is definitely not.
This was so worth it from Secret. So much worth it. They got the mid tower with the Alchemist at the same time. I do think that iceiceice actually got one as well.
He took the tier 1 tower on the bottom.
It's a really good move from Secret because they wasted the Song of Siren right before. I mean, it was a good Song of Siren, but he didn't actually see that Puppey was in range for a stun. They did not need that, and they had to take a follow-up fight against the Primal Split, and they ended up 2 versus 4, like killing 2 people for only 1 loss and getting the mid tower. So great trade from Team Secret. It's looking okay for them right now.
I'm not so sure it's fully worth it. Like, iceiceice got a lot of farm on bottom lane, but more importantly, Black was farming the Radiant jungle that entire time with the Battle Fury.
He actually was at like top lane for the first move, and he instantly rotated to farm when he saw that like the Primal Split actually did not enough. They killed Yoroki. I still think Secret is looking okay because now Black, he needs time, right? He needs like 10 minutes to actually be effective, and Team Secret, they have what they need. I mean, Razor's okay, he's almost level 11. They got Mech on Enigma, they got the Song of Siren actually into like in the game now. It's on cooldown right now, but it's gonna do a lot of work. Simba's going for the Crimson card, which is a really good idea. It negates a lot of Panda damage, Primal Split damage, so I think that Secret can actually force the issue now. And
Fire Strike
be looking to
FY back into the sandstorm. S4's trying to push him out with the cogs, but FY already moved himself away while Invis. The Maleficent will still connect. He's the only one up here. He buys a full urn before death. He's got Fire Strike available, but a little bit too late. Control up. While in the middle lane, we do have Kuro coming in to defend up against the push coming out from Black and Super. But the tier 1 tower belongs to Secret on the top.
It is very important to Secret to protect their towers. They should not get like give away towers and force trades. They should defend.
S4 loses half his life points, and Super was in the neighborhood. Blinks in, and another chain in from iceiceice.
He's creating so much space with the Timbersaw, so much. Every move they had so far is almost him. He's 4-2, and that's only 4 kills. Like it's him alone, creating opening space and opening lanes for Vici Gaming. Great plays from like this Timbersaw is insane so far.
Yeah, man, it's iceiceice's Timbersaw. You would expect nothing really less from him.
Oh yeah.
And also Super, the fact he was able to move so quickly. He's trying to be everywhere and anywhere, and he's got a level 2 split available. They'll see Kuro coming here into the middle lane, and then instantly blink, clap, split. They want the stun, they want the control, and maybe they want full committal. There's a movement from Fenrir in the Finger of Death. They wanted to raise it down quickly. So now they can push in towards the tier 1 town. There is fortification available. At the same time, Timbersaw wants to be part of this. He just picked up his fresh Bloodstone. He wants charges from this if he can get them.
They use the Primal Split, they kill the Razor, they are creating space. Black, meanwhile, only farming. He has 150 CS almost. We're not getting to minute 20. He had 170 CS with the Terrible at this point in the game, so he's a bit under-farmed compared to his standards, but it's still a very, very good farm as an anti-mage, and he's going to be maxed out by minute 35 if this goes on.
This is confidence from iceiceice. He's sitting on the bottom lane farming. He knows they're all there. Changed himself out of the cogs. Now Big Daddy lets the Song of the Siren go. FY, he wants to epicenter and then jump in from this range. He's on a very, very long way away, however, and there is no way to help out the Timbersaw. Those Bloodstone charges instantly drop to 5.
It was actually okay. He forced the Naga, like the song, for suicide. They got no XP, no gold whatsoever.
True, because of the denial from Bloodstone.
Yeah, he just lost a bit of gold, but besides that, I mean, he had almost no gold because he just bought out the Bloodstone. So it's okay. He could even try to bait the Black Hole, but that would be really, really risky, right?
Yeah.
Be like, I can survive the Black Hole and then suicide, so they waste 2 big ultimates, but whatever. I think it's the safe play to actually suicide before the Black Hole goes on.
I think they might just be happy just losing the charges.
Definitely.
That's still a small victory for him. Big Daddy's moving himself back on this bottom lane. FY has no desire to chase him down right now. But it's 9-7 on the board, and we're still seeing an anti-mage free farming. Black almost at his mana style 19 minutes into this game. And with the Vladimir's offering also being purchased up by Super, they can jump in for Roshan very, very quickly. And in fact, I think that's exactly where they're headed now. Because they can both pop in, and no wards will actually scout out for this.
To be honest, this is looking, I mean, it's not looking so good for Secret. They have a window right now. They can try something now. If they don't, if they let the game go like this for the next 10 minutes, then it's gonna be troublesome because Black is gonna be completely out of control. And I like this decision from Panda to get the Vlads first. I mean, we saw Hani yesterday going for the Aghanims, although they had Loda on Anti-Mage, and Anti-Mage had to get the Vlads. And I think that was a mistake. Here you get the Vlads, it's a lot of damage on the Primal Split, and it gives Black so much tankiness and so much farm potential. You can easily get Roche from Ancients, only thanks to that item chose from Super. I really like this.
And now VG Game may just try and force their advantage. They're pushing on bottom lane. There's still these 3 heroes who are adding pressure towards the tier 2 tower in the bot lane. Trying to make it a little bit more unusual. The VG Game was inside the pit, or at least harder to read. Black, he takes a little bit of chip damage. Even if they initiate, they can't really find him now. Actually, S4, the man being initiated on, he's being chain stunned. And also just pulled through every single which way. FY's with his Blink Dagger, Fenrir just getting rid of some of the illusions with the mana drain. And there's more support rotating over. Simba, iceiceice stays in the tree line. Holds Kuro out of position. Fenrir, there's a clap coming in, but he's locked here in the tree line. He will get stunned up by the concoction and will die in the tree line. Super, not enough mana for a split. He's got portal charges available, but cannot use them where he's in Fenrir. 39 life points. He's actually earning back up again. The clockwork and the Razor has gone down in the meantime. Iceiceice wants to return the fight, and the split will happen. Fenrir going to get somebody still alive. They can't even pick up one Lion in this kill, and even then the Dire's Courier, whoops, gets sniped out. So it goes down the middle of the fight, but the tier 1 tower is also dying. No tell, no ultimate. There is for Enigma. S4 comes back in again. Black instantly jumps him. The Burrow Strike into Big Daddy. S4 hook shots out the Black Hole. Catches that fly, but instantly stunned from Fenrir. Will cancel this off. Puppy will go down as well. This is turning into a disaster for Team Secret. They're losing way too many heroes, too much farm, and too many buildings, and maybe even another hero. They're on the back of him. FY just needs the Burrow Strike. Oh, he's too short.
Okay.
Too short up the hill, and FY stops himself.
Yeah, that's very uncharacteristic from him, and all chatting in that type of game is not really recommended, so he'd better stay in the idle chat, to be honest. Really bad mannered, but anyway, great move from...
I think that was him flaming himself right then.
Of course it was, you know, it's frustrating to miss a stun, but still, it's also frustrating for Team Secret to actually lose a fight, but I mean, right now it's just, iceiceice has just solo killed the Razor. He is the offlane player, he destroyed Kuroki, that is supposed to be the most farmed hero on Team Secret's side, so that guy is... It's impressive, all the space he creates and the damage he deals in teamfights. I mean, I am surprised when you're Team Secret that you actually give him openings on the offlane. You know how good he is on Timbersaw, and you're like, I'm just gonna put that Razor and roam around with the Naga. It's gonna be a one-on-one. He's gonna have levels, but whatever, we can control him. You can't. That's so far they can't control him. They have zero answer for the iceiceice Timbersaw. Black is farming a lot. It's
He can even just go straight in for a butterfly if he wanted to. I'm pretty sure he wants a BKB in this game, however.
Yeah.
But he's got so much cash that soon he can just choose both. Again, we see him at almost 15,000 in the net worth. As his gold per minute is 639. This guy, like if you ever have a fantasy team, Black should always be on it. His farm is ridiculous every single game.
To be honest, right now, Kuroki's gonna have his BKB, so that might be an opening for them to actually take a decent fight, because then the Timbersaw effect is actually completely, I mean, no damage from Timbersaw when you have a BKB, especially if it's a 10-second one. So Team Secret has to try something, because right now, the Razor pick, I feel like it was first picked in 2 games, and it's not paying off at all. I mean, Kuroki couldn't do anything that game. Same
iceiceice. He's diving right now. He's going to have a crank over at the Alchemist. Doesn't bring down many of his life points, but S4, good hook shot out. Puts the Colosseum front to push iceiceice back. And he just changed so far away. Even with the concoctions done, the rest of Secret have to walk around the cogs. The Naga Sleep will go. They have Super on one side, and they have iceiceice on the other. Which one do they go for? Because Super's going to cause him a lot of problems. He just denies himself. Super wants to blink himself away to safety. 1 second, and now he can do it. In fact, he turns, he clamps, and he splits. There's no stun from the Alchemist to work, but Kuro is still stealing a lot of damage out from this Earth Ruling. He's actually letting it do it. 84 points of damage on F1 on the way in. No blink taker, 2 seconds on cooldown for him. Backs up, got hit by a rocket, was even on the cooldown a little bit longer. iceiceice returns to the fight. Looks for Simba, Super back into his normal self, wants the Drunken Hate to try and slow him down. Instead just goes straight in for the clamp. Needs more damage to kill him off. While the Suns, they found Puppy, Chakram, Bingo, Barrow. They commit a lot. Kuro does have the BKB off and running. Fanry, too much damage coming into him. Also, not that much stolen, only 42 points. iceiceice uncharacteristically misses a Timber Chamber. Super jumps in for another clamp. Slowing down Kuro. Now the FB out from FY. Even came a little bit over to harass down Big Daddy, but it kept Simba out of this engagement. The Chakram will get the kill. iceiceice, this guy, he just keeps battling on and on and on. And they have another stun. Forest Strike, there she is. There's no way out for the Alchemist. They chain up. And this is just Secret getting pummeled on the bottom lane, while up on top lane, Black's having a party of fun.
And he took a Rax. He took tier 3 and a Rax. He's been farming and pushing for 5 minutes. They are creating so much space for that guy. I mean, iceiceice is giving him the time of his life, basically. Again, he can do whatever he wants. Look at his farm. He has Butterfly, Fury, Mantis Sight 25 minutes in. And that's an anti-mage that was facing a Clockwork Enigma lane. I mean, lane, at least for the first minutes. So, again, great plays from Vichy Gaming. They know how to play a 4+1 lineup. This is like superb plays from them. Really great map control. It's so hard for Team Secret to actually position themselves, because who can defend versus the anti-mage? No one. So you need minimum 2 heroes, but when you have that Timbersaw just, jumping around and
you need to bring more people to come and fight that.
Yeah, so either you lose the tower bottom and you let them kill whoever they want to jump on, if it's Kuroki, if it's, I don't know who it is, and then you rotate the Enigma and someone else to try to force back Black, but you do nothing. You just wait, please, can you go away? Because they can't catch him, they can't kill him. You just have to go there and stand in front of him, watch him farm the creeps. So it's a very difficult position to be in for Team Secret right now. It's looking very grim. And again, the Razor pick, I feel like he did nothing, both games.
Yeah, because even though Kuro in the early stages of the laning, he went even with the Timbersaw.
Yeah, of course.
He was a little bit ahead in CS, but of course we'd expect that kind of thing in a matchup with Razor versus Timber. Okay, there we go. Yes, there you go. There's your apology. He says inside the game from iceiceice. FY apologizes for the dot.
It's really good manner to apologize. Obviously, all chatting is, there's a lot of pressure. The nerves are, so obviously you get to all chat, but all chat is really a chat you don't want to use. Unless to say except to say GG or stuff like this.
Yeah, you try and keep the manners up nicely.
It's okay. I don't think they mind. Obviously, it happens. We've all been there.
But let's go back to the Razor, because it's obviously a pickup that you give her a shot. First game, it was an offlaner. It didn't really seem to have much more of a purpose. In this game, it was still the Razor we were searching for. It's a Razor who's able to farm up nice and quickly, and then should have some kind of impact. But that impact never really arrived.
No, never. I mean, when you first pick Razor, it means you have a plan. It means that hero, you know how to use that hero, how to play around it. And it doesn't feel like it so far, to be honest. Obviously, iceiceice was a big factor to slow down the Razor's farm, but still, I don't feel like they properly used the hero. At least not yet.
Yeah. He needed his timing to come on, and I don't think you can really put this on the Kuro either. Yes, he's died a couple of times, but that's also because of the roaming coming out from VG Gaming. It's not really that easy to stay alive on this field right now.
Yeah.
But it's also because you've got Black, who, like, even though he hasn't been involved in any of the fights.
No,
he's taken the top ranks because the rest of them just kept him distracted. But you got a Brewmaster and a Timbersaw, a Lion and an SK. The Lion and the SK have caused so much havoc throughout the fights that it gave the space for iceiceice to move around like he is during the fights.
Oh, yeah.
And Super, how many times have we been there going, oh, that Brewmaster ulti was a little bit wasted? Every single time the fight's about to begin, the Brewmaster ulti is off cooldown. They're ready to go. And what they've got is like this 4 distract for 1. Like, it's not even 4 protect 1. They just buy the space by doing it. They don't have to protect Black. He's quite all right by himself because Secret didn't really have a jump in. I know I was flagging this through the draft too, that the Bat Rider wasn't even touched at all. Like, the hook shot jump in is your only thing, but there's no other control that really follows up after that. They can't hold people in position anymore. Now, we're back inside the game. We had to reboot the computer, but we're good and going again.
You can see now that Secret's like, okay, we had a good mid-game opportunity. We missed it, definitely. We got crushed in the mid-game, so let's go late game. Now, no tails. He went for the power trades. He went for the Quelling Blade. He's gonna go farm mode, in my opinion. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna try to get...
He needs the Radiance.
Probably finish the pipe and the BKB if he needs it, but he needs to get Radiance, Diffuser, whatever he can go to transition into the late game. Because Alchemist, Enigma, Naga, Raze, those are superb late gamers. Way better than Anti-Mage. We might think that Anti-Mage is the best one. He's not.
Yeah, he caps out like 45 minutes. Is when
like definitely. Razor full stuff just destroys the anti-mage, like hands down, no problem. With a bit of lockdown, sorry, on the Razor side, it's gonna be so easy for him to actually destroy the anti-mage. Double refresher, I mean double ulti with the refresher. Items like this will destroy Black in the late game. But how do you get there?
You can't get there right now. Like, you see what happens. Black finds himself a double damage rune. In fact, he's actually not committing where I thought he was going to. Of course, there's Ancients to farm. He's going to push out the top lane and push it out really, really quickly. While the other 4 heroes from BG Gaming, they're moving to mid, they're moving to bottom. They're keeping every lane forced out. It's pretty good the decision for them. They don't go all the way bottom because that's where Secret was looking for them. They 4-man smoke up with Kuro outside the smoke. But Black is already like mana style, triggers, pushes in the top lane. And the Alchemist comes in to try and defend it. But even the Illusions are going to like chip away at this melee Rax. And in middle, they actually got the Naga sleep off. Where's your Black Hole? You can go in Super from Fenrir, but they're not close enough to get both, or are they? They look for the Radiance on Super. He's not, only Fenrir was inside. And then the split comes out. The Mana Voice on Puffy. And Kuro, he's dealing some damage, but the epicenter in from FY. Kuro's BKB is protecting him for now, but it won't protect him for much longer. He's out of the chakram. He'll tear away his life points into Big Daddy, surfing towards the air. That's by the Storm Brewing. Back down to Earth again. FY Burrow Strike. They'll control of the Naga Siren. The Clock and the Alchemist, the only ones to survive are Black. He also picked up a double kill. It's not so this guy needed more money. But they're going to grab the creep wave and just... Well, they've got to go high ground. They can't just always hold back. Yeah, they need to breach high ground.
That was a very big mistake by Poppy. I mean, it was the... He had to try it. If he doesn't get the Lion, then he gets stunned or hexed, and then the Black Hole's useless.
But the Brewmaster was just on the edge.
It was so close. I don't know if he could get it, to be honest. I didn't see it right, but he had to try it. And it ended up being a disaster. But when you play from behind like this, I mean, if you just wait and do nothing and let them get Roche again, and just Black's gonna go uphill, get a heart of Thoras, get Aegis, and just gonna destroy a second set of racks, and you're just gonna be watching him, right? So they need to try something. This is now... They have to try, because they don't have such a good out-pushing lineup. I mean, against Black, sure, they can Midnight Pulse, try to Alchemist stun him. It's not gonna work. He's gonna get the Rex regardless. He's too fast.
Yep. And even then, like, how are you meant to counter push out your lanes again? You've got iceiceice now with double chakrams because he's got that Aghanim's upgrade now. It's impossible to force a lane. Like, you got a cleaving anti-mage as well as a double chakram, and even the SK. This guy is really, really good at pushing out lanes.
Oh yeah, he is.
Hilariously enough, like FY did actually help with like his other ability. It's only the Sandstorm right now. He doesn't actually have Caustic Finale.
Even without that, he just stuns into Sandstorm. That's 1 second, 2 seconds wave clear. It's completely okay. Puppy has the pipe now, which can actually help versus to tank. Like, basically when they use the pipe and the Crimson Guard, they negate completely the damage from the Panda. They do not avoid the disable, the Typhoon and the stun, but Panda's ultimate then is only a lockdown spell, not a damage dealer. So this is actually okay, and now hard.
They found Fenrir in the tree line. FY want to help him out. He's watching. 4-star up from Fenrir. He won't get away, but that's the Gem of True Sight being lost. iceiceice comes in. The double chakrams. FY is still considering it. But they'll back up and they give the gem over to Team Secret.
So what is Alchemist getting? Because he bought something and it's Maelstrom. Okay, he's getting there. So yeah, they have to do this. It has to be a farming style. They have the Alchemist. It scales really well in late game because now he has the level 4 Grievals. So that's really good for them. They have the Naga. They have really good laning potential. They need to drag the game. But now this is Roshan time. And after that, it's push time. If they can fight in the base and try to get a good fight, then the game is on again.
You're going to fight up against a Hajaras Animate, and he's also getting the pass up from both Vlad and now a full assault Cuirass from Super.
It is so hard.
And it's an Aegis the Immortal over on Animate.
I have no idea how they do it. To be honest, everyone, I don't know. But if they can somehow, if there's a miracle, if there's a mistake, a good sleep into Black Hole could work.
That could. But then VG Gaming willing to have at least 3 heroes grouped up. And they got so much control. Now, Koro, he's got a lot of speed, but Puppey down to 2/3 of his life points already. Super just getting Malv just stunned up, not allowing him to really follow. And Koro, he starts up with a Burrow Strike from FY. This guy's always on target. S4, he just have a quick clean line for actually a hook shot in. And Koro, the BKB has to go. The Brewmaster flip will also happen. Puppey, what's he supposed to do right now? Black is going to come in through the rear. He jumps in. Already the Razor is going to go down. Look at the burn damage into Puppey. There's your Mana Void. Double kill for him. Big Daddy being stunned up. This will actually be a double kill for iceiceice as well. I don't know if there is hope left right now for Secret. S4 in the tree line. Hook shots up to the creep wave and away. But right now, VG Gaming just can let him go because Black, he starts on the melee racks. He needs the creep wave to come up. No, he doesn't. He's actually okay. He just does it himself. Mops up the creep wave on the top. He's still got the Aegis the Immortal. They did actually chase all the way up to kill off S4, but the main thing is going down. It's the racks. The TPs are coming back. It's actually a trip buyback. Yep. Black, he's not finished his job just yet. Now he's going to bring himself away from the static link. Lost 56 points of damage. S4, the coast is burning up a little bit. iceiceice, not a lot of man to play around with. But he does have 15 Bloodstone charges available, and he's denied. And there's FY. Burrow strikes up. S4 with the Blade now. A little bit of reflected damage, but 31 minutes in, it does very little effect. And what's Kuro really meant to do? A plasma field to keep pushing them back. Darkest Sleep.
Good sleep.
Actually negated the plasma field, but who are they really going to get here? Puppey, he's got Black Hole. He can get FY and iceiceice. Super is not in range for this one. And now to stun. That'll cancel Puppey's hit. The concoction will fly out, but they've already got Simba as well as Big Daddy. FY, a lot of damage on him. That Sentry was revealing at his position. That's why he couldn't hide there with the Mana Void from Black. And to pick up the Enigma. Super being forced up away. He's trying to get some space over on Koro. The Super, there's your blink in. Clamp as well as the strike. Concoction Sun's melee stalling this up. Super is gonna blink in a moment for Black. He comes up, burns the mana off, and wow, there's a lot of damage. They've got the kill easily. A double kill for Black. He jumps in deep, a triple kill, bringing down Big Fat Daddy. And GG, VG Gaming will be our first team to go into the ESL 1 New York Grand Final, and they do it in a very convincing style. 28,000 net worth at the end of the day over on Black. He's had 2 phenomenal games as carry. And really though, VG Gaming made sure it happened.
Oh, VG actually stepped up their game. They look way stronger than yesterday. And yesterday they were strong enough to actually beat Na'Vi. So that says a lot about their level today. FY played a really good game. So did Super.